Stop.
Hello, my name is David. It is me, and I'm going to change the investors to invest in my country, Mexico. The annual growth of the 2016 is 2.3, and per capita is 1. Also, the GDP constant of the 2016 growth is still, well, it's really close to 1, 0.9 and 6. And I didn't found the per capita constant. So once we have already mentioned the previous data, we are not going to talk about unemployment, and this is where the fun begins. These are 3 linear graphics. One is from USA, the blue one. The gray one is from UK, from United Kingdom, and the purple one is Mexico. As you can see, here in this graph we have unemployment against time. In 2009, the unemployment rate of USA was 9.3, but now is 4.9. So we can say that unemployment in the United States is being reduced. Also in United Kingdom, in 2011 the unemployment rate was 8, and now it's 4.61. But in Mexico, on 2001 the unemployment rate was of 2.5, but now it's of 3.7. As you can see, unemployment in USA and UK is going down, but here in Mexico unemployment is going up. And you may ask, why do we want to invest in Mexico? That's exactly why you need to invest in Mexico. If unemployment is going up, it means the more people is unemployed, and as more people is unemployed, the wages of the people are lower because people work for less money. And if people work for less money, that means you as a company will have more income. That's why you should invest in Mexico instead of investing in countries like United Kingdom or United States. Now we're going to talk about something else. We're going to talk about interest rate, and we're going to make the comparison between China and Mexico. As you can see, I took the average of the interest rate among these two countries between 2012 and 2016. And to my surprise, the interest rate of China was like higher. This means, well, it was higher until the point that it's almost 4, and Mexico is almost 1. So you could say that the interest rate of China, it's almost like 4 times the interest rate of Mexico. Why this is so important, and why this tells you that you need to invest in Mexico instead of spend your and waste your money in China? Because if interest rate is higher, then the people has more incentives to save their money instead of using it to consume something, to consume your products. And if people is consuming less, that means that the companies that are on that country are also winning less money. And that's why you don't want to put your company in China. You need to put it in Mexico, because in Mexico interest rate is lower and people will consume more, so you will win more profits. Okay, and finally we're going to talk about population. The population of Mexico is 127 millions. The population in Canada is 36 millions, and in United Kingdom is 65 millions. Why is this important if you want to invest in Mexico, in Canada, or in United Kingdom? Because of the natural unemployment rate, of each country, you can know how many people is employed. In Mexico there are almost 4.9 people unemployed. In Canada there is 2.5 million unemployed, and in United Kingdom there are 3.1 million unemployed. As we already discussed, as more people is unemployed, you can reduce your wages because more people is going to work, even if it's for less money. So, as Mexico has more unemployed people, the normal thing to think is that you need to invest in Mexico because as you pay less wages, you have more income if you invest in Mexico instead of investing in Canada or in United Kingdom. But also, we need to consider all the people who will consume in each country. We assume that all people which is not unemployed is having money because they can be or cerillitos or actually people employed or stuff. But this means that all the other populated people in Mexico is people with money, and all the people in Canada is people with money, and all the rest of the people which is not unemployed in the United Kingdom is also people with money. This means that in Mexico there's are almost 122.5 million people which has an income or money, and in Canada there is only 33.7 million people with money, and in the United Kingdom there is only 62.4 million people with money. So we can say that in Mexico there is almost the double of the people with money that in United Kingdom. This means there will be more people consuming all the products you bring with your company, and as more people is consuming, the income of the company will be better than if you invest in Canada or in the United Kingdom. In conclusion, we have compared our economy with the economy of the United States and United Kingdom and China and Canada, and we can still say there is a lot of reasons to invest in Mexico instead of investing in all these great economies. And finally, my teacher also told me to include the inflation of our country in this video, so I'm just going to say that inflation between 2010 and 2016 has only increased like 0.2. This is like saying that the inflation in Mexico has remained stable, so Mexico is a stable country to invest.